Random rewards are so sweet, honey's all that I can see. Blame nature, why don't ya? I make no apology, I'm in love with a meme. About as real as a dollar and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire, I'm not weak or lazy. I'm like electricity, I'm the path of least resistance. Always lies the way for me, I'm in love with a meme. About as real as a dollar and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go dash, 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 dash. Go dash, 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 Doge Daddy, yeah. Go dash, 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 dash. Go dash, 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 Doge Daddy, yeah. Dancing Teslas and SpaceX, this techno king is on a roll. There is no shame in his game. He's having fun, he's in control. I'm in love with a meme. About as real as a dollar and it makes me wanna scream. I wanna be a millionaire. Go dash, 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 dash. Go dash, 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 Doge Daddy, yeah. Go dash, 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 dash. Go dash, 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 Doge Daddy, yeah. I see stars when I hear Dodge. Forget the moon, I'm off to Mars. Cash is trash, is confetti. So dollar bills can kiss my go dash, 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 dash. Go dash, 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 Doge Daddy, yeah.
There we go. Hello everybody. I hope I did not scare you too much. You know, with the intro, the thumbnail and the title. I tried to put everything together, you know, a little bit scary song, a little bit, you know, scary title, a little bit scary thumbnail, you know, just to get the juices flowing. How you doing? Well, guys, hope you're doing well. I think it was Rafael in the chat that asked me to do a live stream, so I was like, you know what, let's do that. Let's do, yeah. No, it was not Rafael, it was Vilius. Vilius asked me to do a live stream, so I was like, yeah, you know what, we should do a live stream. Yesterday we didn't do a live stream because I went to the bed, but right now I'm not in bed, I'm fully alive. Bitcoin is down -3%, altcoins are getting wrecked like you know what. If you look at this page over here, crypto market cap page, like this what we like to see, you know, 24 hours 19%, 8, 9, 15, 0, 15, like, you know, big numbers, you know, last 24 hours. We got some nice numbers up here. Bitcoin is up 4%. Of course, people are trading this, so I'm making money. But you know, IOTA 26, Bonk 24, EOS 25. I mean, this is not unexpected, but you know, Floki 23 down, Gala 23, Sandbox, WorldCoin, Flow, everything is down like 20% in the last 24 hours. In the last hour, or what kind of losers do we have in the last hour over here? 10% right now on movement, move. XRP down 5.7% in the last last hour. This is just last hour. 7 days, you know, Bitchet is doing well, but IOTA is down in the last 7 days, 36%. Yeah, most of these, like, it looks like they are down less in the last 7 days than they are down in the last 24 hours, right? Like, let me find something where it is actually different. Almost. Let me see down here. There we go. In the last 7 days, Bonk is down 90%, but in the last 24 hours, down 24%. So, you know, altcoins are definitely down, like you know what. Bitcoin is crashing, you know, with the face of, with this pace of, I don't know what, but, you know, with the pace of something. The thing that I thought is gonna happen did happen. Unfortunately, did not play out that well. But you know, we are looking at 15-minute time frame. And over here, if you go to the 50-minute time frame over here, there was a channel. Should we just clean the lines, everything? Yeah, just clean everything over here. We are looking at this falling wedge over here. Falling wedge went something like this over here, give or take, right? That was the falling wedge. Right now we're coming back down to the bottom of that falling wedge again. But my theory over here was that we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do the move up here. And the move up here was to this line over here, give or take. I'm just gonna do it like this over here. We came over all the way up there, and right now we are, you know, again dumping down big time. So the very interesting part over here on the chart right now is this part over here. What's happening up here? Are we gonna break this towards downside over here or not? But right now we are sitting on the support once again, just like every single time over here. And the question is the panic done, right? Because when this kind of stuff happens, you start dumping big time, everything's down like 20%. Altcoins, not Bitcoin. Everything's down like 20%. You gotta ask yourself, when is gonna be, you know, when do I want to sell? You know, are you sitting with a, you know, finger on the trigger, waiting to click that sell button because, you know, you're too much pain? Yeah, it's bull market's over, it's gonna go down lower. You know, altcoins are down 20%. I'm gonna just take whatever profits I can. I'm gonna get out of this now. If that's the part, chances are very high we are very close to the bottom. I'm not saying bottom for right now, but bottom, not bottom forever, but bottom for right now, because the bounce is very, very shortly right around the corner. It always happens when people, you know, lose the faith and, you know, they start selling. They're like, no, F this, man, I'm out. And, you know, at that very moment, there is a very nice bounce. There is a very nice bounce. Just like over here, when people lost faith over here on downside, there was a very nice bounce. Then we went down here, retest that, and we bounced nicely up here. There was a rising wedge, broke down, tried to retest that. The fact that we actually had a retest over here is actually very, very bullish. And went down towards downside over here. As soon as we came down to the bottom, there was nice bounce over here to the top of the channel, right back down over here again. And right now I'm seeing that this can actually drop down further up here, and then we can have the same kind of effect over here as well before we bounce again. But we are getting close to the bottom. I don't know if it's bottom, but right now, you know, bottom before the bounce, just like over here, bottom before the bounce. Now, before we move on, how's everybody doing in chat, guys? ICP 15 over the weekend, now 10. I mean, everything is down like 25-30%, if not more. Let's see over here, just random coins. Phantom on the daily time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame up here. Phantom from the tops over here towards the bottom went 30%. Inch coin up here from the top over here towards the bottom up here was 31% down. KDA from the top over here towards the bottom 40%. Solana up here right now from the top to the bottom is 20% over here, but you know, from this top up here, just a last dump, it was 17%. Sui up here, the last crash over here towards downside, like 26%, 25%, give or take. So a lot of coins are down like 20+%, give or take, right? Some are 30, some are 40, some are, you know, only 10%, but give or take, everything is down by a whole bunch right now. And the question is, when is it over, right? So, you know, we might look at, you know, different coins and stuff like that, but there is definitely, you know, interesting charts all over the place that might actually tell us when the bottom is coming. But I think the bottom is coming close, but, you know, give or take, give or take. Evening, Anna-Marie, how you doing? It's 10 AM, cold in Las Vegas. It's cold here in Norway as well. I'm telling you right now, you know, that's the probably reason we're dumping. Nobody wants to, you know, trade because it's too cold. Excellent video. Last night I was thinking about this song. Hello, Tia. Calm like a bomb. Nice. Alts oversold. They're not oversold just yet. If you look at a weekly time frame over here, I mean, they're pushing down, but they're not oversold, right? They're pushing down towards the moving averages. There is moving averages on the chart over here. You see, they're pushing back inside the moving averages, but they're not oversold. Oversold will be when you have these moving averages and you start doing this over here, and then you have a distance from the price and the moving averages. Now that's oversold, right? We are not at oversold level just yet, but we're just pushing back to especially on the weekly time frame, pushing back to the moving averages. So over here, you'll see up here, we just gotta extend right now. We just pushing into these moving averages. I'm just taking random coins, like we're just pushing into the moving averages, right? So this is the weekly time frame. We're just pushing back into the moving averages. So I'm not saying that you know, the dump is down or anything, but you know, the pullback down is just pushing back down into the moving averages, right? Over here, this was technically also pushing back into the moving averages, but you know, bounce. But you know, at one point the moving averages up here came very close, and then it broke down. over here right now we're extended, but we are just right now just pushing back down to moving average, consolidating. But you know, consolidation, you know, you need this kind of panic, you need this kind of fear to get out of the weekends, to get do you know how many paper hands are in the market right now? Do you know how many people bought 100k Bitcoin? Do you know how many people, you know, was like, nah, I'm not gonna buy Bitcoin, I'm gonna buy, you know, stuff that can 100x. And when you buy the risk, what happens? Minus 50% down after that. I mean, it does happen, right? So, you know, people are definitely getting out of the market right now. I don't know where I saw that. It was like 1 billion longs liquidated in the last 24 hours, something like that. Like insane numbers of liquidations. And the question is, when is it all done? Now, do we have already like a little bit, you know, a little bit pump up here? As soon as I start streaming, of course, we're having a little bit pump over here towards upside right now. It looks like it's coming down to some kind of bottom over here. I wouldn't say this bottom over here is just quite done just yet. Over here it is doing this exhaustion pattern right now over here, so we're gonna see where it actually bounces. This on small time frame, this is 5 minutes time frame, so you know it's probably gonna, you know, exit over here or over here before the stream is done, so you can actually watch this over here. Hi there, holding strong, good mix of songs. I don't know if it's a good mix of songs, but you know, I try to scare people. Guys, don't get scared by my titles and my thumbnails and stuff like that. I do that because you know, I got nothing better to do. Buying orders, waiting patiently. And you guys know, when somebody sells, somebody has to buy. So you gotta ask yourself, if I'm selling, who is buying my coins? What is the reason for crashing? I mean, everything like pumped like crazy, so you know, you gotta pull back. Didn't you see the charts? Look at here, I'm just taking, guys, remember, I'm clicking I'm doing like this and clicking random coins on my chart. It really doesn't matter, right? And you can see up here, you got extended. There are moving averages. You gotta extend it big time, and you gotta pull back. You gotta consolidate, especially if you look at a weekly time frame over here, right? You know, what is the reason for crash? You gotta extend it from the, you know, some kind of average price. The average price right now sits below the 200 moving average of 0.13 and 0.8 over here. This is the average price. So over here, this is what we call extensions towards the upside. When you get extensions, you either consolidate over here or you dump down towards the moving towards some kind of, you know, real price, whatever the, you know, people are. But you know, this extended, right? Extensions get oftentimes pull back or consolidate until these, you know, average prices can actually pick up to the price and then continues going towards the upside again. I'm not saying that this is gonna be again, you know, 7 months consolidation phase or anything like that, because it goes kind of a little bit too fast for my liking right now towards downside. But let me see over here. The last dump up here, I mean, the last dump over here was like you know, big dump. That was, wow, CKB dumped over here 47%, you know, 1 week, say, but this is a weekly time frame. Yeah, there were big dumps over here towards downside, and then consolidate, and it was just kind of bleeding over here towards downside. But right now, this is 2024. Yeah, that's the last pump over here before we actually start going, right? This is February up here, last pump up here right now, consolidating. No, this is October pump over here, December, October. This first and explode towards upside. Right now, pulling back over here. So right now it is dropping down, but it is just this, you know, move back to the averages kind of move. Over here at CKB, it's pushing back down below the moving averages even, but there's 200 moving average over here, so you know, it is going down. People are panicking, that's it, that is for sure. Hi TLA, hi Doom. Dot strong reversal from 7.6. Dot has a strong reversal, let me check that out. 7.6 up here. I won't say it's strong reversal, but you know, you have this, you know, tip over here, you come retest it right now, bouncing. RSI below 30 on the daily. Yeah, but it's still too high. So if you look at Bitcoin over here right now, and you look at the RSI, did you say below or above? RSI below 30 on the daily. RSI is not below 30 on the daily. RSI right now is at 52 on the daily time frame, which is totally fine, because when you're in a bull market, you should hold a, you know, some kind of, you know, 50 levels up here. You could have these, you know, moves down over here to where if it starts breaking 50, we are looking for down here at 30k levels up here again. So that means that this can actually push even, you know, down all the way down to 80k, but we are not quite there just yet. We are not quite there just yet. On the weekly time frame, you can see up here it's pushing a little bit towards downside, but it's still, you know, very high. Also, we got had these, you know, extensions towards the upside over here. And often when you get the extensions, you get consolidations, and right now we're going to consolidation. And what's consolidation doing right now is just pushing this a little bit more towards downside over here. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out, but it is kind of normal move towards downside the way I see it right now. Alt's gonna bounce. Even this top over here lasts for, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. This is the second top. Like the first top lasts for, you know, 2, 3 months. So, you know, this top to last for you know, two weeks, and then, you know, do this move up here. I don't believe that. I don't believe that's gonna be the case. Bitcoin dominance is breakdown, retest done on the weekly time frame. Bitcoin dominance, if you look at over here, it did go down to the 50 moving average. Right now bouncing, but right now I think this is a retest for Bitcoin dominance, because right now it is testing these moving averages over here, and it's testing the blue box up here. This is the major level of resistance. Over here it tried to, you know, climb higher, but failed that. So you're gonna see if this actually managed. If this starts climbing above the blue box again, I'm gonna call up here, you know, 62, even you know, maybe even higher after that, if it does get to that point. But right now the Bitcoin dominance looks like it's just retesting the levels of resistance before it decides to do this over here. We're still looking for this over here, so you know, there's that. Good points here. Hope we will hit daily 50 moving average. We moved up way too fast. Whether that was fast or not, 50. No. I don't hope you do that, man. No, sorry, this is the weekly time frame. Okay, it's good, all good. The daily is down here at 85. Can we do that? Definitely can, right? So let's pop on the chart a little bit major levels and what we might expect or not, right? So the major level when it comes to support levels, the major support levels. I'm sorry guys, but you know, this is how the charts work. Major support levels down at 71k. That's how the charts work. Major level down 71k, right? And then you got these tops up here and stuff like that, right? That's the major support level, right? We also got a trend line over here that goes something like this, give or take. That's also right now down all the way down at 58, but you know, before it actually gets there, I don't think it's just gonna go in one candle right back down here to 56k. I mean, that can happen, but you know, major support levels. We also got a 10 moving average, 20 moving average right now. Also 10 moving average at 70k. Are we gonna hit 70k, guys? Are you gonna hit 70, 71k? Don't know, but that's where the major level is on the on the monthly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we don't have actually any kind of pivot point right now. We did create it, or we are technically creating this, because this over here is just continuation towards upside. So this level down here, you know, at 96 or something like that, I don't consider that a very strong point. On the weekly time frame, strong support point down here. Even this line up here is not confirmed, because right now this red candle can just continue, right? So this closes over here. This could technically be considered as support levels, but when you're looking at a chart like this, you want to see something green and something red to create something, some kind of resistance level, or something red down here, and then you want to see some kind of pivot point, right? You want to look for pivot points to create some kind of support level. But over here right now, we are maybe just creating right now this pivot point over here, which is gonna give us, you know, that resistance level at 101, you know, 87 up here towards upside. But this candle is not done just yet. It's not done just yet. So on the weekly time frame, we got nothing. So we gotta go all the way back down to the you know, daily time frame. We gotta go back to the daily time frame and look for where the support levels are. Now on the daily time frame, this is very easily done. You see these pivot points, you know, these are the levels up here. This one is was a good one, because over here when we start breaking that, there was support level, try to hold it, we bounced up here. So this is right now being broken. So next daily support level is down at 92k, which is very important. And after that case, these bottoms down here, where it's up here, down there, give or take. Something like this, 87 or something like that. But you know, on the daily time frame, that's what I'm looking for right now when it comes to major support levels, because we are crashing through the 10-20 moving average. Also the 50 right now is coming very close to these 87 levels up here. Now will this take, you know, just one day or several days to get to these levels over here, 50, and then bounce from those? Kind of depends. But right now it looks like over here we start bouncing on the 50 over here. Maybe that this could be considered a 50 bounce over here right now. You know, are we gonna hit the 50 again and then go towards the upside? Kind of depends, but we are right now going towards downside, right? RSI for alts on daily. Yeah, altcoins might have a very low RSI. I haven't actually checked that. So Polkadot over here is sitting at 47, but it got very down here, this is my indicator, which is actually very nice. So when you're looking for speed towards downside and stuff like that, right, you'll see that right now in Polkadot up here, we got extreme extensions on the downside for Polkadot up here, and that came over here right on this bottom down here, and it came up here. So every time you got this extreme extension, you expect some kind of bounce or some kind of consolidation, right? Let's see other coins over here. Do we have extreme extension? There is no extreme extension on Phantom. Herbar right now, do we have anything like extreme over here? Nah, we had extreme overextension on Herbar because it just exploded, right? These overextensions, they were extreme, and right now it's pulling back, but it's pulling back just some kind of, you know, median range over here, so it's still not overextended. I would say, you know, if Herbar is going to get overextended, it needs to go to, you know, minus 33% or something like that down here on the bottom side. These are percentages, so minus 33%, something like that down here to be overextended towards the downside. Do we have anything else? Like over here, Inji is getting overextended a little bit towards the downside, but not that many coins. KDI is definitely overextended towards the downside right now. It can still continue pushing down. I'm not saying that it's, you know, this is it, but it is extended a little bit towards the downside. But most altcoins are sitting around 50 up here. 50, 54, 46. Like it's down like 20-30%. It's just sitting at 50 levels, which is actually very bullish. Like regardless how you look at it, you know, sitting down at 40-50 levels after, you know, 40% dumps. How much was this dump up here, you know, from the top up here? 40%, sitting only on 40-50 RSI. It's actually quite bullish. Love from KSA. So let's go back to a little bit Bitcoin over here and relax a little bit. By the way, I gotta go in 10 minutes, so you know, latest 10 minutes, because I gotta pick my kid up from practice. Hello, my wrecked friends. Holochain. Holo. Where is Holochain? How much is Holochain down? Ooh, that's a reckoning if I ever see one. 36% down, man. Ooh, that's nice. Weekly time frame, pulling back, came up to this resist level, exactly 200 moving average right now, pushing back down here. But it is a big dump over here, right now. Everything has a big dump again. Here's my thinking, guys. Right, we just had a 2021 bull market rally, right? Everything exploded. Does this look to you? Does these two things look to you like a bull market rally? Like even shittiest of the shits coin does, you know, 50% from the top. I mean, how can this be a bull market rally? Like you gotta explain this to me, right? How can this be a bull market rally? Like look at Polkadot. Where is the bull market rally? If this is the bull market, where is the bull market? Polkadot. Is Polkadot dead, guys? Is Polkadot a shit coin that's never gonna come back? Is it a dead coin that's never gonna be around anymore? Is it dead? Did something happen to the chain that's never coming back? No. Because if something happened to the chain, it would be just be, you know, bleeding like this towards zero, right? Or minus zero, whatever, right? But if it's not dead, and we are in the bull market, does this seem to you like a bull market? Bull market is finished. Bull market is finished, guy. It's gonna do this again, you know. See you in 2025 when does this. One more year of consolidation now. To me, it looks more like it's gonna do this part over here, right? It explodes towards the upside, pull back over here. There's another one up here, box, go up here, consolidates, and you know, goes up here again. This looks more likely, right? That looks more likely. And there have already been some coins that have actually done that. Okay, this looks like a bull market, but nah, even this doesn't look like a bull market. It lasts for a long time, like, you know, it looks like just a start. I don't know what's happening in Herbar, but you know, is Herbar that coin? Is Herbar that coin? But this waterfall down here is very, very nice. So it looks like it's it can actually continue more towards the downside. So if you just look at Herbar, how there's careful, it can dump another 35%. Can we have another 20% dumps, guys? I think we can. I don't know if it's done or not, but you know, I think we can. So right now it comes to the small time frames. I'm looking for this small bounce over here. Let's go and analyze the chart on Bitcoin over here a little bit. So We did definitely break. We didn't definitely. We just closed above the 20 moving average, but right now we are pushing down. We didn't even break the support level over here. This is the support level, 95.8 on the daily time frame. We didn't break it because this candle is not closed just yet, right? You gotta have a candle close to break the level, and right now we haven't actually done that. We haven't broken it, right? This support down here at 92, not even close to getting crashed. There is one line up here that goes something like this over here. Oh, this was a very steep one that got broken down, and then we went inside this bigger one, right? And there was this one over here right now. Not even this one is actually broken down because this over here is not closed yet. Now, if it does close it like this over here, we can start talking about, okay, this is broken, it's going to continue down over here more towards the downside, and where the bottom is. What I'm looking actually for the bottom when it comes to these kind of dumps, I'm looking for the 4 hourly RSI to come down to some kind of 20 levels down here. You might not believe me, but oftentimes you get these 20 levels on the dumps. You can see down here major dumps. This is a 15 level down here. Over here this was a 14 level, and even after that continued even again towards downside. Big dumps towards downside. Like, you can get definitely these 20 levels on the 4 hourly time frame. And you can see over here when we had this big overextension towards downside over here, those two things. So so what I'm looking when I'm looking at, is this done? It can just bounce off of the 20-30 levels where it's right now. Over here right now it's at 33. It can just bounce over here, but if you get some kind of extreme oversold levels or anything like that, I'm looking for this to go below 20. I'm looking this to does a move below 5-6% over here towards downside, or at least these kind of levels over here. So I'm looking for more moves towards downside. So I don't think it's done just yet. It could be done, but it doesn't look like it's done just yet. Over here we have the expanding musical instrument. Of course, it goes something like this, I think. Let's go to 1 hourly time frame. Let's move the moving average so you can see this very clearly over here. And it should go something like this, give or take. It's some kind of expanding musical instrument up here, over here right now, coming to the bottom. It could be because over here we had extensions towards downside, so it creates some kind of bottom down over here. So it might actually have some kind of bounce, but this not actually this one. This line over here is actually the nice one, but this one doesn't. No, it is nice. It is nice. It is broke, but then we can double this towards downside over here, and we get this kind of lines over here. It looks nice. Double. You can see how here it's nicely respected. We like that. We like this respect over here. Try to break. There was a little bit of zigzag thing going on over here. There was that. It does look nice. It does look nice. So we are looking. Let's say we're looking at this part over here. We are looking right now on this part over here where it's curving, and you gotta go to very, very small time frames, and it looks like it's curving. There might even be bullish divergence up here at the bottom. I haven't seen. Yeah, there is huge bullish divergence up here, because did this move up here and then it went lower than that over here, and right now it's covering up here. There is a good chance for right now for a bounce over here. There is a good chance for a bounce. And was this on? Why is this? Was the logarithmic chart? No. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. And the line up here, the big line up here. Right now it's getting, so this line up here, this extortion pattern is getting broken toward the downside. And how these things work oftentimes is, you go down, you go into some kind of box, or a box over here and continue towards the upside eventually. The fact that you have, let me explain to you something. Oftentimes when you come to some kind of top, there is a line over here, some kind of line. You break that line, and there is no retest up here. This oftentimes, people expect some kind of retest and then go towards downside. There is no retest. When the bull is finished and there is a price is exhausted and everybody bought and there are no more buyers, the price cannot actually do this retest over here, right? But as long as you get a retest, that's actually a very, very bullish scenario and a very bullish indication that there is a lot of more buying power in the market, and the price tends to go towards the upside. If you break the support level and you start doing this part over here, zigzag up here, this is also very, very bullish. It does not mean that it's going to go towards upside, but it means the price is still continuing being bullish. Over here right now, let me go a little bit small time frames, this 2-day time frame. you'll see on the first move up here. So when we start just having this rally over here, and then we broke down, you can see how we retest that, retried over here, retried. The fact that we are trying and trying to push it back towards the upside shows that there's a lot of bullishness. Now the bulls are not actually strong enough to push the price up, so it might go a little bit back down here below some kind of 90 levels over here to pick up some liquidity, maybe even all the way down below 60. You know, if it's gonna pick you know, real liquidity, it's gonna go below. If it's gonna pick real liquidity, it's gonna go below 85 to 77 down here. Now there is a whole bunch of, I can tell you right now, there is a whole bunch of liquidity down here in the box over here, because there is literally no trading up here. 77 to 85, it just zoomed right back above that, and then trading start up here. So if you want to pick some kind of liquidity and then want to take out everybody from the market, it's gonna go into this area down here. Now that said, oftentimes when price can actually fails to go towards the upside, it's still bullish, it goes into some kind of liquidity area, picks up the liquidity and goes towards the upside again, right? And this can happen, you know, several different ways. You can have a support level, something like this, where it's already picking up liquidity, and then you start doing this part up here, and then you go to again towards the upside, you know, back in the channel and continue towards the upside. You can also go in some kind of box over here towards the upside. It can even go lower, you know, it's gonna go down as much as it needs to find the liquidity that needs to find new buyers to push the price higher. Catch a stream, that's nice. What's time is it right now? 38. I gotta go, guys. Are we trading this crypto TV? I don't know. I'm gonna be back in you know, 15 minutes technically, but you know, I gotta do stuff. I do think China will accept crypto. Really don't care about China. Danny, how you doing? I saw halt at 0.32. I don't know whether that's nice or not. Where is 32? Did you panic sold? Oh man. Did you panic sold here, man? You gotta tell me right now. Did you panic sold at 32? Did you panic sold here, man? I gotta know. How long will the prices go up again? Give or take, maybe a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. We don't know. It's gonna take a little while. Could look at Garden Network. Not right now. I'll look a little support tomorrow. No. But this is 32. You said you sold at 0.32. This is 32. 0.032. Or do you mean like 32 all the way up here somewhere? I don't know. This is not 32. Just 20% buying back. I just bought panic sell, so we hit the bottom. There you go. When people are about to panic sell, because I'm not me, every single time I panic sell, the price reverses. Exactly at when I press the sell button and I panic sell, the price reverses and it has a very nice bounce. Thanks for the stream. Check Snack. Isn't Snack on Cardano? Wow. I know a guy who's very rich right now. I know a guy who, you know, who bought the first day this thing over here. Is this Snack? This is the Cardano Snack. I think this is Cardano Snack. I don't know. They're here with us today. It's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. Unfortunately, it is a big dump because, you know, you hit 100K. Coinbase app is #1. There's a lot of new people coming to the market. Everybody's very excited. And news are talking about it. So not only can it's gonna be okay, but not only, you know, is it a small number, but it can be a while. Right over here, last time we had a 7 months consolidation. The question is right now how big the consolidation over here is gonna be, right? And if you look at this as some kind of bull flag, and that we talked about before up here, the bull flag actually played out nicely, right? Over here, somewhere up. No, it's up here towards tops. It doesn't go. Bull flag goes all the way down here. It doesn't do that. Almost 105K. But I think bull flag goes from over here towards the upside. But it's on a bigger time frame. Monthly bull flag. It came to the top of the bull flag. Yes, it is Cardano Snack. Sneakers on Cardano, yeah. So I know a guy who bought it the first day, so he's very rich right now. So there is that. Some people just get lucky, and they didn't just get lucky. They buy on the. If you buy on the first day, it's not luck, right? Luck is like buying, you know, suddenly something that's been around for 2 years, and suddenly after you buy it, you know, pumps 5,000% after you buy. But if you buy something on the first day, it's not luck, right? It's definitely not lucky. So we're gonna see how this unfolds right now, and let me just quickly over here do it like this over here. Right now it looks like there is a small bounce over here towards the upside, but we're gonna see how much bounce actually can go towards the upside. The way I see it up here right now, it should actually continue a little bit more towards downside up here. Maybe even break 90k levels towards downside. I think that's down here between 85 and 90k levels. That would be massive panic. Below 85, that's like down here. Below 85 down here, that's people are totally gonna lose faith in Bitcoin if it goes all the way down there. But I think it needs to go a little bit more down. But if you can have a nice, just nice bounce over here, that'd be also very, very nice. Now, this is daily time frame, not quite yet closed. This weekly time frame pushing back towards downside. I think it's gonna continue more towards downside. We're gonna see how the 200 moving average up here holds. Also the channel, of course. Can we draw the channel over here like this and then push down over here? And give or take, it looks nice. Anyways, I'll be back with an update eventually. How about Paul? Paul is good. What future of Sierra? Yes, beautiful chart. Dog Runes price I told you about. Like, a lot of people told me a lot of coins. And a lot of those people have told me a lot of those coins that they told me about. Gotta go. Bye-bye. Gotta go.